Hey guys, what's up? So quick little video here, just to go over a quick Q&A. Somebody had asked me a few questions about iRacing and setting up wheels and things like that. So I wanted to just make a quick video. So I want to say thank you for reaching out to me and thank you guys for signing up. I appreciate. I've grown to 301 subs, and for many that may not be a lot. For me, that is tons, because I appreciate each and every one of you who subscribe to the channel, who reach out with questions, who ask for feedback. Things have, gotten a little easier, and I appreciate that. So thank you for that. People have asked me about just some general questions about iRacing and setting up for the first time. I did a settings video before, but one thing I did not cover was using custom wheels or different wheels. And as you can see, I have my Moza CS wheel here. That is the hub attached to a SRB V2 GT wheel rim, which I use for LMP2 and GT3. I still like to use the round wheel. Every now and then I'll experiment in like dirt racing. I'm not good at it, but I'll just jump in and practice. I've never actually done a race, but it's fun every now and then to just swap that, CS wheel rim on and go around the track. So I want to say thank you to Moza for sending that out. I appreciate that and all the support. They've been great to work with, and I do appreciate that. So anybody who sends me free gear or allows me to review and allows me to be honest and allows me to be upfront, that's always a welcome thing. So I have the Moza R9 CS wheel rim, and I have the Leo XZ XF1 wheel as well, and I bolted on that quick release and it worked. So again, thank you for that. So as always, this video is just to show people that if you click on this little button down here in the lower left hand corner, that button many people miss, and trust me, I miss it as well. As you start to accumulate different wheel rims, we all know you're going to use different wheel rims for different races. I do not use that Leo XZ for anything other than formula racing. If I'm doing open wheel formula style racing, it makes sense because it's small enough and it's perfect for those types of races, as we know. If you jump into a GT3 car, if you jump into an LMP car, or any other car, for that matter, and try and race, it's not going to be as fun. Again, works for the IR04, any open wheel type car, it's going to really work well with. But once you get into other cars, you're going to realize, ooh, this is not too good. And that's where, again, I use my CS wheel, and I've got different rims attached to it because I do LMP2, I do GT3 racing, and if I want to get on track and do some oval or round racing with a group of friends, I just swap on the different wheel rim. So by doing that, I need to map different buttons accordingly. So this little button here, if I uncheck it, it's going to say, well, you have custom controls with this. If you change it, it'll be deleted. Since I have custom, I'm going to hit cancel. But again, you want to go ahead and click on that button there so that you know I'm going to have custom controls for this car. And this car is actually an LMP2. So if I go to control, now I have the ability, and I'm going to go back to drive. One, I'm going to map my look arounds and my exit and enter the car. Here's my strength and things like that. Things that I want automatically done. Any miscellaneous buttons for screen captures or to make the sound louder. Anything for sound if you want to be able to change those things. If you want to push to talk and a button for that. Again, you want to make sure you set that up. Last but not least, the actual car settings. This is where you map your you map your brake bias, you map your traction control, your glance up, down, left, right, your menu. Again, they have the labels on there that you can use on the Moza CS. But again, you can change them to whatever you want. Depending on what wheel rim you have have clutches, you might have additional paddles on top. Again, that completely varies. So when you're in this menu, do like you normally would. Map your car buttons to wherever you want them to go. Once you've mapped them, then you're good. Now you just click on done. It's going to say some aren't assigned because it's not hooked up. But again, then you're done. You have nothing else left to do because you've now mapped this wheel to that specific car. Let's say you go ahead and you hop into the Ferrari GT3 like I do. Go back to options, click on, okay, I'm going to hit done. Let me exit this. I hit that custom controls because if it's left off, it's going to use whatever settings you have for the wheel you use all the time. So for many of us that start out with one wheel, you might use that one wheel for everything, obviously. So you just map the global setup. But as you add more, you want to make sure you have the ability to be custom, because it cannot be done in the Moza Pithouse software, or any software for that matter. It is driven by the game itself and how you map that configuration. So again, you go back, you click on to use custom controls for this car, go back to control, go through your settings, map all your buttons, and now you'll have settings just for that car, for that wheel. And for different wheels require different settings, as we know. Like DRS I use in Formula Racing, in F1 racing. It's not used in any other type of racing except for F1. So I need to have a DRS. Push to pass or overtake, I need to have that depending on what F1 car you're racing. But again, these buttons light up depending on what car you're in. So like right now I have a brake bias setting I would map to brake bias. In the F1 cars you have a brake bias fine setting, so that you can go from 54 down to 53, but now you can change it in micro increments, and so forth. Traction control doesn't have on an F1 car, but it does have on the GT3, LMP2, and many other cars. So again, you would go through these settings, set these settings up to what you like, hit done, and then you're done. You're not going to get that prompt because, again, I don't have anything set up, but that would be it. So that's all the settings that I have for you today. If you enjoy this video, you enjoy any of the content, go ahead and click on that subscribe link, thumbs up, turn your notifications on so that you know whenever things are coming. And I promise to have more content and more things coming soon, hopefully in the near future. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.